Good morning, everyone. Welcome, students. It's so great to see you all dressed up one last time here in Fishburne Theater. Welcome to our parents, to our amazing faculty, and to our special guests. Welcome to our academic awards ceremony this morning. So here we are at the end of the school year. This is the last time we will all be gathered together as an upper school before summer. And so it's a wonderful morning to pause, to celebrate each other in our community of learning, and to cheer proudly for each other this morning. Congratulations to all of you on an outstanding 2024-25 school year. There are hundreds of moments every day when I am proud to be your head of school, and today is one of those days too. What an honor it is to be here in this theater together and to be a part of the North Cross community. So we have a number of honors this morning, and without further ado, we will start with our art awards, and I'll invite Mr. Costello to the podium.
Good morning. I have the pleasure of presenting several of our Fine Arts Awards this morning, and we're going to start with their Studio Art Award. This year's recipient has an artistic process that is filled with self-doubt, questioning, and indecision. These might not sound like characteristics associated with the typical award winners. However, these qualities are precisely what have guided this artist's work to increase complexity over the past 5 years in the upper school studio. And this year's award honors this student's exceptional artistic growth. Lauren Boone has worked with many different materials, including oil pastels, watercolor, acrylic, and experimental printmaking, and she has experimented fearlessly using Barbie dolls to print figures, deftly incorporating text, even tearing up her own pieces to make new ones. But she really specializes in collage. Over the years, Lauren's work has developed from collections of magazine images to exploration with mixed media scraps and layers that convey deep personal meaning. The sustained investigation she developed for her AP portfolio centers around the idea of what makes a family. Through collage techniques, she built and rebuilt, pasted, tore, and repasted work after work on paper and on a 3D model of a house. The result is a meaningful body of work in which the process and the materials themselves become part of the message. In addition, Lauren was often the first person to sign up for an art-related field trip, not because she was striving for points or some sort of bonus, but because she was genuinely interested in the events, like seeing connections between Annie Dillard's Pilgrim of Tinker Creek and the nature journaling at Roanoke College, or absorbing the work of Alphonse Mucha and Art Nouveau at the Taubman Museum of Art. She emerges as a much stronger artist because of her innate questioning and her willingness to try new things, even if she might tell us right now she is not sure she likes anything she has made. Lauren, Mrs. Jackson wants me to remind you in front of this filled auditorium that you make sophisticated and powerful work. You are an artist, you have an artistic voice worth hearing and seeing. On behalf of the Fine Arts Department, we wish you the very best at High Point University next year, and we hope you will have many more creative endeavors in the future. Congratulations. And you can come up on stage and receive your award. Lauren here. All right. We're going to move on to the Graphic Design Award. It is my pleasure to present this year's academic award in graphic design. This award goes to a student who exemplifies creativity, dedication, and growth. Throughout the year, they consistently put in the work, not just in the classroom, but far beyond it, contributing their time and talents to projects that supported our school community, like designing t-shirts for events and helping others with their projects. What set this student apart wasn't just technical skill, but a true eye for detail and a unique perspective. Even when stepping into film, a new medium for them, they embraced the challenge with curiosity and vision, producing work that was thoughtful, striking, and distinctly original. Creating several videos for the new North Cross app, also stepping up to create a video for a lower school student to spread awareness for vascular malformation. He didn't just complete assignments, he built a portfolio of meaningful, polished work, always pushing the limits of what was expected. Please join me in congratulating this year's Graphic Design Award recipient, Tilden Ayers. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Jones up to present the Drama Award with me.
The Drama Award is presented to a student who has made significant contributions to the upper school drama program and has shown dedication and commitment to the arts. There is no doubt that this year's recipient has done just that over the past 4 years.
The student is no stranger to the stage, having performed in numerous winter play and spring musical productions throughout their time in the upper school. They have taken on a great variety of roles, and it has been a joy seeing them grow as a performer and a leader on and off the stage. They have performed in 4 spring musical productions since their 9th grade year, starting with Little Shop of Horrors. I've had the pleasure of working with them on 3 productions, Tuck Everlasting, The Addams Family, and Matilda. I've consistently been impressed with their growth, work ethic, and collaborative spirit, whether in a leading role or as part of the ensemble. They bring a positive attitude, strong stage presence, and a genuine passion for theater that elevates every production they are a part of.
This student has a high regard and appreciation for drama, which is evident in each role they perform. These include roles in 3 winter plays, The Crucible, Pygmalion, and Alice in Wonderland. The characters portrayed not only differed greatly from each other, but each character lived through challenging situations requiring great versatility from the actor. This student has also been an integral member of the International Thespian Society here at North Cross, serving as our troop president this year. Their passion for the performing arts, coupled with their leadership and dedication, has left a lasting impact on our program.
It is my pleasure to announce that this year's Drama Award recipient is Valeria Doncha. Congratulations, Via.
And now we're moving on to the English Award. The English Award is presented each year to a senior in recognition of consistency, excellence, and passion for the written word and the power of language. This year's recipient did not wait until their senior year to exhibit all of these. In freshman English, the teacher noted that this student set the bar for classmates while maintaining a relaxed and welcoming approach to discussion that made everyone feel comfortable. This student has continued on this path of excellence in class leadership. In 10th grade American literature, their teacher proclaimed them intellectually curious and a voracious reader with unlimited potential as an academic writer. The opportunity to prove this further came in AP English Language and Composition. There, the student did not simply write as they had always written before, but worked diligently to apply newly studied rhetorical strategies to each type of essay, moving forward in consistency and range as the course progressed. As a senior in AP English Literature and Composition, this student continued to display their passion for reading and analyzing literature. She not only elevated every discussion of a text with her own insightful and unique perspective, but also encouraged her classmates to voice their own as she understood the value of finding a great variety of meanings in a piece of literature. And her writing has remained a joy to read. Like all of the best critics, her analysis of a text does not simply reveal the meaning, but fervently explains, in highly sophisticated prose, how that meaning should or should not impact our greater understanding of the world. You do not just learn about a text when you read Via's analysis. You learn about life, its tragedies and delights, its injustices and virtues, its imbalance, and its beauty. and her writing is indeed beautiful. This year's recipient of the English Award is Valeria Doncha. And now Ms. Kyer will present the French Award.
The French Award is given to the student enrolled in the highest level of the language who has been outstanding in effort and academic achievement and who desires to learn and excel throughout the courses studied in the target language. This year's recipient has been exceptional in her French classes since beginning them, and as she has grown and matured, so have her language skills. An outstanding student, she is generous with her knowledge and demonstrates diligence in the face of challenges. She is an exceptional speaker of French, excited about expressing herself in the target language and stretching her grammatical constructions and vocabulary. Deft in pronunciation and fluency of speech, she earned near perfect grades throughout her time in French classes. It is my pleasure to present this year's French Award to Valeria Doncha. And now we will have the Spanish Award presented by Ms. Aragon.
Good morning. Before presenting this special award, I would like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the students who have demonstrated dedication, enthusiasm, and resilience this year. Learning a new language is a journey filled with ups and downs, and you have navigated it with grace and determination. Now, it's my pleasure to present the Excellence in Spanish Award. His exceptional linguistic skills, consistent effort, and deep appreciation for Hispanic cultures have distinguished him as a truly outstanding student. He exemplifies what it means to contribute and succeed in the AP Spanish class. The award is presented to Kamen Petkov.
Good morning. I'm here now to present the awards for the Math and Computer Science Department, beginning with the Calculus Award. This award recognizes a student who is completing their first calculus course at North Cross and has demonstrated an exceptional degree of talent and enthusiasm for this branch of mathematics. The best spokesperson for the recipient of this year's award is his teacher for AP Calculus BC, Mr. Balderas, so I'll share some remarks that Mr. Balderas has made about this student throughout the year. Beginning with, he is a true joy to have in class. He is an exceptional student who is constantly involved in classroom activities, pays attention, and takes excellent notes. He puts all his skills to use during class and takes his learning very seriously. This high praise from our most experienced calculus teacher speaks for itself, and the mathematics department is proud to recognize Han-Chen Oh as the recipient of this year's Calculus Award. Congratulations, Han-Chen. The Mathematics Award is given each year to a graduating senior who has excelled in the most advanced math courses offered at North Cross. In choosing whom to recognize each year, the department weighs students' commitment to challenging themselves in mathematics, demonstrated enthusiasm for the subject, and dedication to expressing their passion for mathematics to the larger community. This year's recipient has met these criteria in several ways, not least of which was producing our most mathematically sophisticated STEM capstone project this year. He also took on the challenge of taking our course on multivariable calculus this year. When we speak of advanced courses at North Cross, AP courses often get a lot of attention, but multivariable calculus goes beyond these. While our AP mathematics courses are challenging, they are still introductory courses in calculus and statistics, whereas something like multivariable calculus presupposes an already strong grasp of the material covered in AP Calculus A, B, and BC. In recognition of his commitment to challenging himself in mathematics throughout the year and during his time as a student at North Cross, the department congratulates Harry Anderson as the recipient of this year's Mathematics Award. We'll make sure he gets his book, it's a good one. Finally, the Computer Science Award is given each year to a student who has excelled in the most advanced computer science courses that North Cross offers. This year's recipient has been a first-rate student in AP Computer Science A this year, maintaining a virtually perfect academic record in this challenging course. The person most familiar with his skills in the subject is Ms. Sakaguchi, who has been his computer science teacher this year. She remarks that he has an exceptional ability to quickly grasp new material, often making complex concepts look effortless. He consistently applies best practices in his code, building well-structured and readable code that reflects careful planning. His deep understanding of clean, efficient, and maintainable programming sets him apart. His work reflects not only technical skill, but also a mindset driven by curiosity and discipline. Congratulations to Hunter Basile, the recipient of this year's Computer Science Award. And now I'll give way to Ms. Landry, who is going to present the Science Department's awards.
Good morning. The Biology, Chemistry, and Physics Awards are given to students in each subject who demonstrate academic excellence, outstanding interest, and are motivated to share their knowledge with other students. First, the Biology Award. In the words of Mrs. Dickinson, biology is more than just textbooks and labs. It is the study of life itself and the intricate mechanisms that govern each living organism, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale. The Biology Award recipient possesses a rare combination of intellectual curiosity and dedication. Their lab technique was professional and meticulous, and their analytical skills were sharp. Their lab notebook was thoughtfully organized, with excellent graphs to detail the data. What set this student apart was their genuine love for biology. They see this world through a lens of wonder and curiosity. They have recognized the importance of preserving all life on Earth. As we recognize this exceptional student, I would like to share a quote from Jane Goodall, a renowned conservationist. What do you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Valeria Doncha, I expect you will make many amazing discoveries on your journey through college. It is my pleasure to award this year's Biology Award to Valeria Doncha. The Chemistry Award. I am delighted to present this year's Chemistry Award to a student who has not only mastered a challenging subject, but has asked insightful questions, helped his classmates when they needed it, and left my room every day saying, "Thank you, Miss Landry, have a good day." Let's be honest, chemistry is hard. It's often called the central science because it connects biology, physics, environmental science, and others, and essentially requires the skills of multiple disciplines. It requires a unique mix of abstract thinking, mathematical precision, and the ability to visualize the invisible, from ions interacting with water molecules to electrons flowing from one side of a battery to another. For many students, it feels like learning a whole new language. While there are many times, maybe more than a few, but definitely more than one, when he didn't watch the lectures exactly when he was supposed to, he was still able to quickly pick up the concepts and work through the classwork problems. He often wanted to know why. He didn't just ask questions that ensured his success in the class. He asked questions that demonstrated he truly wanted to understand. He didn't just want to get the right answer, he wanted to understand why it was the right answer. And that kind of thinking is what chemistry is all about. His assessment scores were some of the highest I have seen in a number of years. Not many people can say they aced AP Chemistry in high school. Ask Mr. Balderas. It is my pleasure to give this year's Chemistry Award to Zuhair Mirza. The Physics Award from Dr. Nagany. In the words of my former physics professors, to succeed in physics, you must have a big love of the subject. Over the course of this year, I watched one student in particular develop a love for the subject. Of course, this student scored very high marks on all of our assessments throughout the year. Of course, the student demonstrated interest during the class. They consistently asked questions that took our discussion to deeper levels and made subtle connections between seemingly disparate concepts. However, it is the interest outside the class that impressed me the most. On many occasions, this student stayed after class to pick the brain on Einstein's theory of relativity or very nature of time itself. I had to go back and relearn a few things from my college classes in order to answer some of their questions. Many times I would offer an explanation, and then the next day the student would come back to my room with a clever rebuttal that would send me back to the books. For his achievements in the classroom and his curiosity beyond the classroom, this year's Physics Award goes to Noah Shorey. And the Science Award. The Science Award is given to a senior who has demonstrated academic excellence and outstanding interest in science throughout the student's career at North Cross School. It is my honor to present this year's Science Award to a truly exceptional student who joined our community just 2 years ago, but who has had a lasting impact in such a short time. From the beginning, it was clear that this student had a genuine love of learning science. They were not afraid to ask questions when they had them, and they were willing to contribute to class discussions whenever called upon. In just 2 years, this student completed AP Chemistry, AP Biology, Conceptual Physics, and Forensic Science. They didn't just take these classes, they excelled in them. But beyond their academic achievement, what has made me personally love teaching this student is their character. They worked well with everyone. They were always kind, respectful, and focused, whether they were in a large group or lab group or a class discussion. According to Ms. Dickinson, this student was cheerful every day, a sentiment that I would also echo, serving as the glue that held AP Biology together. The student had great lab technique and data analysis in their science classes and was competitive in some of their labs, like the bird beak. By the way, Ms. Dickinson found this hilarious. This year, when senioritis was in full swing for many, this student stayed committed. They gave their best effort up until the very last day, which says everything about their work ethic and integrity. They've been a joy to teach, and I will miss them as they head off to college next year. It is my pleasure to give this year's Science Award to Kenzie Gibbs. And now Mr. DeMarco with the History Award.
Good morning. The History Award is awarded to a senior who has shown not only excellence in historiography, but also a love for the discipline. They excelled in the classroom and deeply impressed the history faculty for their efforts over the year. In my particular class of AP Comparative Government, this student was a quiet leader. She exemplified what it meant to be intellectually curious, as well as to complete her work with true academic integrity. This year's History Award goes to Grace Shepard. All right, and now Mr. Robillard for the journalism.
Hello. The Journalism Award goes to the student who makes an indelible impact on the program. And that includes the Willis Hall Herald, GeoPrism, and this year even Calliope. And just like all these awards, there are so many capable students worthy of each honor. I would make a case for all 18 of my students in class, and even 2 students who aren't in the class. This year we made an effort to produce more digital work, which included podcasts. Producing 7 print issues this year is a lot of work, and I was blessed with an extraordinary group of students, the biggest and the most talented class I've ever had, including 3 international students who could write better in English than I did in high school. Many of these excellent students surprised me by going beyond their assignments, willingly doing extra stories on our community and on the world beyond. There are so many great stories to tell. This year's award goes to a student who went beyond the norm in establishing powerful, informed, and insightful perspectives on politics, which has been a rarity in our pages for a while. His boundless energy resulted in long stories every issue, 7 podcasts, maybe more, 3 great profiles in the senior issue coming out tomorrow, and a few poems in the literary journal coming out next week. In July, he'll spend 2 weeks at the New York Times Summer Academy to develop his ability to write about international stories. One day we might have a journalist who becomes president of the United States. Please congratulate Mason Bibby on this year's award.
This award, this award goes to the student who contributes the most significantly to the production of the yearbook. Having to choose one member of the yearbook staff for this award is always a tough challenge. Yearbook demands a lot from its students: creativity, discipline, teamwork, attention to detail, and it is truly a team effort. Once again this year, each staff member submitted one anonymous award nomination for consideration. The staff works very closely together all year, so it makes sense that the people that have been in the room all year have and seen firsthand should be part of the decision-making process. When we look at the results of this process, we were unsurprised by the outcome. Indira Weed shows all the qualifications of an outstanding yearbook editor and more. She has consistently shown leadership, resiliency, and an understanding of strong work ethic. Having to change teachers mid-year is no easy task, but she has handled it with all the patience and professionalism, while making sure everyone is doing what they need to, when they need to, making last-minute changes, organizing the many, many, many events of the upper, lower, and middle schools. More than just a talented yearbook staff member, she became the glue that held our team together, bringing a sharp eye for design, a deep respect for deadlines, and leading by example for the whole class. It's students like this that remind us that the yearbook isn't just a collection of pictures and pages, it's a legacy. And thanks to her effort, this yearbook is something that we are extremely proud of. We will miss her so much, but we wish her all the best at Virginia Tech next year. On behalf of the Compass yearbook staff, I'm thrilled to present this yearbook award to Indira Weed. Today I have a special privilege of presenting a new type of award. While academic excellence is always something to be proud of, this award is more than just grades. It's about leadership, initiative, and heart. I would like to shine a light on a student whose character and kindness truly sets them apart. This student not only exceeded in their studies for both graphic design and yearbook, but they truly went the extra mile this year. During a time of transition, when things could easily become disorganized or difficult, this student stepped up. Quietly and consistently, they offered help, not because they had to, but because they cared. Those athletic posts that you see on Instagram for seniors, this student wrote them. Uploading and organizing pictures for Waldo, that student did it. Prom posters and tickets, this student designed them, and numerous other things that you may not notice day to day. But I want this student to know that I saw you and I appreciate you. Today it is with great pride that I present this academic award to Suvi for not only achieving academic excellence, but also for being a pillar of support in our classroom. You embody the best of what we hope to see in students: intelligence, responsibility, and compassion. Congratulations and thank you.
I will now present our Fine Arts Distinction Awards. Through coursework, outside of school activities and experiences, and real-world exhibits and performances, students pursue the Fine Arts Distinction to work to hone their craft, whether in a studio or on a stage. The program encourages students to strive honorably towards the highest levels of skill, achievement, and creativity, to seek connections between themselves, the arts, and the greater world, and to be a part of a community of actors, artists, and musicians at North Cross, in the Roanoke Valley, and beyond. Students work towards the Fine Arts Distinction throughout their years in the upper school. Coursework, school activities related to the fine arts, community events and involvement, and culminating projects all contribute to achieving this goal. This year, we have 3 students that have worked hard towards this distinction and have completed the required criteria. I will call each student up to present them with a certificate of completion. As they come up, I will list off some of their accomplishments, highlighting their resume vitae of artistic work. First, we have Grace Shepard. Come on up. Grace has been a committed student in the studio art classroom in the past 4 years and is only one of 2 North Cross students who have completed 2 portfolios for AP Studio Art. Grace submitted to several art competitions throughout their time in the upper school and won honorable mention in the prestigious Scholastic competition this year. While her main artistic outlet has been focused on visual art, Grace also took a step out of her comfort zone this year and participated in the winter play production Alice in Wonderland, which she highlighted as a meaningful and challenging experience. Congratulations, Grace, and we wish you the best of luck next year at Virginia Tech. Next up, Jahanvi Patel. Jahanvi has been heavily involved in the arts throughout her time in the upper school, taking 2 years of studio art and 1 year of AP Studio Art. She has also been involved in 3 winter play productions, The Crucible, Pygmalion, and Alice in Wonderland. She is a member of the International Thespian Society and has been a committed dance member of the Roanoke Ballet Theater. Jahanvi has a passion for fashion design and plans on attending the Pratt Institute to pursue a degree in fashion design and maybe do some theater for fun. Congratulations, Jahanvi. And Indira Weed. Indira has been heavily involved in the visual art scene here at North Cross, taking multiple classes in studio art and graphic design, culminating in AP Studio Art. She has served on the yearbook team for 2 years, this year as editor-in-chief. She placed in the Silver Key Scholastic Art Show the past 2 years and won honorable mention in the National Endangered Species Art Contest as a freshman. Indira has also participated in 2 winter play productions, A Midsummer Night's Dream and Alice in Wonderland. Indira will attend Virginia Tech in the fall to pursue a degree in industrial design. Congratulations, Indira. And next up, Mr. DeMarco will present the Global Studies Awards.
All right. The Horace G. Fralin Global Studies Scholar Award is presented to students who have successfully completed the requirements of the Global Studies program. They have demonstrated academic success by taking a variety of language courses, including and also social science and humanities courses. They have also participated in things such as Model UN, traveling internationally, and attended locally based cultural events to increase their global awareness and live into what it means to be a global citizen. This year, 2 students earned the distinction, and I congratulate them on this honor. Please come up when I call your name. The first is Tyler Bloomfield. And the next person is Henry Luger. Thank you guys for your participation and your leadership in this program, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors at Virginia Tech and at UVA. So. apologize for that. Next is Dr. Koss and Ms. Landry to present the STEM awards.
In order to earn the STEM distinction, you have to earn a B or higher in the following courses, at least two of our 3 AP Science courses, AP Calculus AB, and 2 of our Computer Science courses. They also have to earn 400 points by participating in STEM-related activities such as the robotics team, STEM speakers, summer reading, and more. Finally, students have to complete the STEM-related capstone project that culminates in a speech, a written paper, and a poster. We are so proud of our 2025 class of STEM seniors. Today, our STEM seniors will be receiving a bound copy of this year's capstone research papers. An additional copy will be kept in the school library. This year's capstone projects include the following: How Density of State Affects Critical Temperature in Superconductors by Harry Anderson, The Effects of Natural Fertilizer on Algae Growth by Hunter Basile, The Growth Effect of Antibiotic-Resistant Bacteria by Dean Cody, The Effects of Lithium on Plant Growth by Henry Luger, and the effects of endurance exercise on immune cell surface markers of inhibition, PD1, PDL1, by Josh Meow. STEM certificate students, please come to the stage when I call your name. Harry Anderson, Hunter Basile, Dean Cody, Henry Luger, and Josh Meow.
The Rensselaer Medal is awarded to the junior who excels in advanced math and science courses, demonstrates potential for success in a vigorous academic setting, and exhibits well-rounded interest and involvement in extracurricular activities. This year's Rensselaer recipient has proven themselves to be an exceptional student in both math and science. In BC Calculus and AP Chemistry this year, they have consistently demonstrated qualities such as consistency, reliability, and a deep investment in understanding the material and excelling in class. They asked questions, provided insightful comments, and worked hard each class period. They are a problem solver and someone who never says no to helping a classmate. Beyond the classroom, they have made great progress towards earning the STEM Scholar distinction, and their involvement in SCA and several different sports demonstrates a well-rounded interest and involvement in the North Cross community. It is our pleasure to award the Rensselaer Medal this year to Carter Krasminski. Congratulations, Carter. And now please welcome back to the stage Ms. Jones.
The DeHart Project Award. A highlight of the senior year is the DeHart Project. This year, once again, the topics seniors chose resulted in many engaging presentations, whether in the classic DeHart format or the STEM capstone format. I would like us to take a moment to congratulate our seniors for each and every one completing and presenting. Each year, based on faculty evaluations, one student is selected to receive the DeHart Project Award. This year's recipient delivered a presentation on a topic of broad interest to many audiences. One teacher response noted that the student delivered a compelling presentation with a strong and arguable thesis and supported it effectively with varied and specific evidence. Another noted that the student did a good job of presenting the position clearly and providing a wealth of information in support of it. So what was the topic? Corruption in the U.S. medical system. The student, Kinsey Gibbs, identified 6 forms of corruption. Using historical information, specific examples, and data from reliable sources, she made the claim that the corruption is real and must be addressed. She compared the U.S. medical system to that of 2 other countries. Not oversimplifying, she offered a counter-argument that acknowledged areas in which the U.S. system works better than some other systems. Refuting that this means all is well in the U.S. system, she suggested some specific problems based on corruption that still need to be addressed. The 2025 DeHart Award is presented to Kinsey Gibbs. Excellence in Writing is an award that is presented each year to a junior who has exhibited, yes, excellence in writing. Often, when talking with students about school, we might ask, "So what are you reading in English class?" A good question which often starts interesting conversations. There is another question we do not ask quite as often. What are you writing in English class? Some might suspect that the answer is always the same. We're writing some journals, mostly essays, but in truth, the essays students are required to write change from year to year. The recipient of this year's Excellence in Writing Award is well aware of this. They have reached to master new levels of communication, offering more sophisticated sentences and more fully developed evidence for claims made in their essays. One of their upper school English teachers noted that this student is an engaged learner, willingly approaching her about how to improve the effectiveness of their writing. Another noted that the student is an active participant in class discussions and group projects. In the current AP English language class, they have excelled in providing thorough responses to homework questions about strategies writers use in the text that students are assigned to read. These responses, shared with the classes during discussions, help to create a more successful learning situation for everyone. While this student already had a highly focused writing skills, he has diligently focused attention on many rhetorical strategies and has been increasingly effective in applying them to his own essays. He has fully acknowledged that not all writing is the same. The English department is pleased to present this year's Excellence in Writing Award to Shar Nanda. And now Ms. Kyer will return for book awards.
Book awards are awarded to students who have maintained a place on the first honor roll every grading period of the school year through the date of the awards assembly. Students, as I call your name, if you'll please come up and collect your book. In the 9th grade class, Adam Arthur. We can probably hold our applause to the end. There's going to be a lot of these. Aiden Bai. Margaret Bass. Joaquin Downey. Harper Godfrey. Eve Hellitz. Elizabeth Jackson. Akali Koeda. Monica Munoz, Lily Linkowski, George Luger, Caleb Meow, Garima Patel, Shri Patel, Caitlin Perkins, Hugh Went, and Isla Whittle. How about a round of applause for those ninth graders? In the 10th grade, Maida Ahmad, Peter Anderson, Mac Bird, Sophia Camp, Finn Cheney, Clay Cook, Luke Daniel, Carter Daupin, Mercedes Herrera Arias, I did my best, Jonas Kogel-Wallner, Remy Lewis, Ainsley Miles, Alex Wynn, and Savannah Ratliff. Congratulations, 10th graders. In the 11th grade, Savannah Brooks, Brandon Carey, Brooklyn Chen, Millie Chopsky, Maddie Dalton, Turner Ferris, Antoine Finot, Kaylee Johnson, Mason Jolly, Scout Capus, Carter Krasminski, Oliver Lacey, Zuhair Mirza, Shar Nanda, Sam Schaefer, and Veronica Weston. Congratulations, juniors. And in the senior class, Hunter Basile, Valeria Doncha, Sander Frogner, Kenzie Gibbs, Mallory Kern, Jahanvi Patel, Kamen Petkov, Jason Fan, and Grace Shepard. Congratulations, seniors. It is my pleasure to present the Scott Robertson Good Citizenship Award next. This award is given to the senior who embodies outstanding citizenship as recognized by the faculty and his or her peers. The award recipient is nominated by faculty and then voted on by the senior class. To be chosen by your peers as the best citizen in the graduating class is a high honor. It means that not only have the faculty seen what an impact you've had on the class, but your classmates, those with you in the trenches of high school, recognize that you are a true representative of the spirit of the class, someone who embodies the ideal characteristics of a North Cross graduate. The 2025 Scott Robertson Good Citizenship Award recipient this year is a student who, over the past 3 years at North Cross, has developed a reputation for being a young man of great character. His teachers, by and large, have mentioned what a pleasant and respectful student he is, kind to others, diligent in his approach to his academics, and disciplined in overcoming challenges. Whenever this young man sees someone in the hallway, he is always quick to deliver a friendly hello and a smile. His willingness to go out of his way to brighten the day of another person and his generosity of spirit are representative of the kind of young man our recipient is. When he was asked what he loved about North Cross, he responded that he loved the community, and in particular, the way that members of our North Cross community are supportive of and look out for each other. I think that this student had a lot to do with building that sense of camaraderie in his class. In his time at North Cross, he was a member of the varsity football team and the indoor and outdoor track teams and demonstrated quiet leadership in the classroom, modeling hard work and dedication to his studies. Though he has earned recognition such as the Coaches Award and Second Team All-State, he demonstrates humility and genuine excitement for others who are receiving recognition. Mrs. Prilliman said of him, "Thoughtful and always composed, he offers unwavering support to his friends and is consistently recognized by teachers for looking out for his teammates and peers. His gratitude is genuine and evident in all his interactions." We are thankful for the ways he contributed to our school community and know that Bridgewater College is lucky to have him. It is my pleasure to introduce our Scott Robertson Good Citizenship Award recipient, Brock Miles. The William and Mary Leadership Award is awarded to the junior who demonstrates outstanding leadership in the school community through his or her performance in the classroom, the athletic fields, and the extracurricular program. Students honored by this award must be exceptional students, demonstrating confidence, intellectual curiosity, and academic risk-taking. They must show a capacity for innovative thinking and loyalty to their organizations. They must serve as a catalyst for change in the school community and the world. This year's recipient meets all of these requirements and then some. She is a top student in the junior class, leading passionate discussions about the jungle and AP US history, serving as a copy editor for the yearbook, and earning perfect scores on pre-calculus assessments. A welcoming and kind-hearted individual, she reaches out to students in grades below her to ensure they feel part of whatever conversation or project going on. She is a member of the Honor Council, serves as a leader of the Help Save the Next Girl Club, and was instrumental in bringing the Morgan Message Club to North Cross this school year. A three-sport athlete, she plays field hockey, swims, and plays lacrosse. She also served as the junior class president this school year. In all of these places and organizations, Millie Chopsky was an example of excellence. She maintained integrity and encouraged others to rise to that standard. She masterfully balanced all of her commitments with her academic pursuits, and it is for all of these reasons that I am honored to present the William and Mary Leadership Award for the class of 2026 to Millie Chopsky. The Jefferson Award is given to a junior who represents the Jeffersonian ideals of scholarship, leadership, and citizenship. This student should be a demonstrated student leader who works to improve his or her community locally and globally, to embrace creativity and innovation, and to embody the spirit of discovery. This year's Jefferson Award goes to a student whose interests are as varied as her dance moves. Taking a full slate of AP classes, she is pursuing diploma distinctions in both STEM and global studies. As a sophomore, she was editor-in-chief of the Willis Hall Herald, and her efforts led to a national award for that publication. This year, she initiated a podcast for the Willis Hall Herald, even though her class schedule did not allow her to take that elective class. She is involved in chess club, and this year participated in a 3-woman team that ran the table at a STEAM competition at Foxcroft School. She is a multi-sport athlete, participating on the varsity tennis, indoor track, and lacrosse teams, as well as devoting time on the weekend to participating in the robotics program. A diligent student who is always up for a challenge, our recipient's teachers noted her willingness to stretch herself academically in order to grow. For me, however, these accolades mean nothing without a true embracing of the joy of learning through experiences and a willingness to put oneself out there. And our Jefferson Award recipient is someone who does just that. From dancing dressed in a mascot costume in front of parents and students alike, to entertaining the audience in our school's production of Alice in Wonderland. It is an honor and a privilege to present the Jefferson Award for the class of 2026 to Anna Chikosi. The Willis Hall Directors Award goes to a student in the senior class whose contributions to the school may otherwise go unnoticed. This year's recipient is a student who exemplifies our school's mission of thinking critically, acting with integrity, and leading with courage. Within the classroom, she provides a thoughtful and considerate presence, acting as an example of a model student to her peers. Her teachers have consistently remarked about her ability to work with others, bringing a quiet but steady presence to the classroom. As Mrs. Perliman noted, she is soft-spoken and chooses her words carefully. When she does share her opinion, she has meaningful contributions, speaking with purpose and offering valuable perspectives. It is in her creativity, however, that this student really shines brightest. From a powerful poetry recitation of Chainsaw in Speech and Debate to an exceptional pictorial essay on the spread of Christianity in AP Human Geography, this student applies her creative streak across content disciplines. One teacher remarked that he could think of few examples of a single student galvanizing a whole class the way that her desire to use her musical talents to express her understanding of material led to her class's musical production of Macbeth. Outside of the classroom, she is a rock-solid member of the defensive line on the girls' varsity soccer team. She is a member of the International Thespian Society and has been instrumental in the crew of 7 theatrical productions during her time at North Cross, serving as lead sound tech in 6 of those productions, which includes Lower School Musical, the Upper School Winter Play, and the Middle and Upper School Spring Musical. She also utilized her tech theater wizardry to assist all of her classmates during their DeHart speeches through running the control booth and recording each speech with professional quality. I especially enjoyed her senior speech, which addressed the negative impact of technology on the music industry. She began by skillfully performing a medley of songs on her guitar, all based on the 4-chord formula, and she rocked out the auditorium. By now, you all must realize who I am talking about. Evie Egan, your impact on North Cross has been remarkable. Your authenticity and kindness are welcoming to all students, and your tireless devotion behind the scenes showcases a young person of humble character and strong dedication. I am thrilled to present the 2025 Willis Hall Directors Award to Evie Egan. And now I'll invite Ms. Lemon to the stage.
Students, you can't see the faces in the back of your teachers and family members, but the joy that is radiating forward is something I will not soon forget. Congratulations to all of you. We will now proceed with top academic honors. Starting with the Head of School Award. The Head of School Award goes to the student academically ranked number 1 in the junior class over 3 years. I'm delighted to share with you that this year's Head of School Award goes to Shar Nanda. Salutatorian. The distinction of salutatorian is awarded to the student ranked second in the senior class over 4 years. This year's salutatorian is Henry Luger. Please come forward. Valedictorian. This honor is awarded to the student ranked first in the senior class over 4 years. I'm delighted to share that this year's valedictorian is Hunter Basile. Okay, don't leave yet. I want to take a minute to celebrate these two and their tremendous academic accomplishments. I will speak about you both shortly as you are inducted into cum laude. But I want to take a moment now to thank you for raising the academic bar at North Cross. You have each exhibited such a love of learning. You've accepted every challenge. Perhaps most importantly, your character is as strong as your intellect. We look forward to celebrating you both at graduation on Saturday. Congratulations. So we are entering the second part of our academic awards ceremony today, which is inducting North Cross's members into the Cum Laude Society. Cum Laude is a highly regarded national academic honor society. North Cross established its chapter in 2004, and the faculty committee of our Cum Laude Society established the following criteria for the nomination and selection of student members into Cum Laude. A nominee must have been on first or second honor roll for each trimester, beginning with the second trimester of the freshman year. A nominee must carry the strongest and most challenging academic load available in each of those years. A nominee's academic performance must be as strong or stronger in the junior or senior year as in those preceding. And a nominee must demonstrate in all classes a high degree of justice, honor, character, and integrity, and possess an abiding and demonstrated love of learning and ideas. This morning, we would like to call forward 6 juniors who will join the Cum Laude Society this year. As I call your name, please come forward and remain standing on stage. Brandon Carey, Anna Chikozy, Turner Ferris, Carter Krasminski, Zuhair Mirza, and Shar Nanda. So these 6 students will be honored again as seniors next spring when we will celebrate their North Cross academic careers alongside several more members of the class of 2026 who will join them in cum laude. Congratulations to you for being inducted your junior year. Well done. Now we will proceed with inducting and honoring our senior members of cum laude. I will read their names and ask that they make their way to the stage to join me as I share about their significant accomplishments. We have 5 members of the class of 2025 who were inducted last year, who we will honor today, and I will start with them. Harry Anderson. A true scholar, Harry has been a devoted student who has soared academically, especially in the study of physics and mathematics. As one of his teachers noted, Harry lights up with excitement when he sees a problem that he has never seen before, and he gets to flex his creative muscles in solving it. He is our only senior, as we heard today, taking multivariable calculus this year, which is the highest level of math offered at North Cross. Not surprisingly, he has been wildly successful in it, consistently pushing boundaries of his understanding with insightful questions and a relentless pursuit of answers. Harry has been a leader on Honor Council and a significant contributor to our cross-country and track and field teams. A 3-season athlete, he graduates with 12 APs and a STEM distinction. And I am personally delighted to share that he plans to pursue physics next year at Washington and Lee University. Congratulations, Harry. Hunter Basile. Hunter's exceptional academic record at North Cross complements his noted ability to problem solve in unique ways. More often than not, Hunter's deep curiosity leads him down paths that eschew tried and true methods. He prefers to discover his own solutions. As his math teacher noted, I put him in an elite class. He can get an answer to a problem simply by working through it conceptually in his head. His teachers have noted his maturity, his mental quickness for comprehension, his innate ability to anticipate questions and topics before they even arise. Hunter's considerable contributions to North Cross extend well beyond academics. A member of SCA and Honor Council, an unforgettably talented soccer player, and a key contributor to this year's state championship lacrosse team, he is leaving behind quite a legacy as a North Cross Raider. Hunter graduates with 12 APs and a STEM distinction. UVA, prepare to be dazzled next year as Hunter enters your freshman class. Congratulations. Dean Cody. One of my favorite memories of Dean that speaks to his academic prowess is hearing him talk to Mr. Balderas on the sidelines of a football game about a really exciting math problem that he and Hunter had been working on together in their free time, just for fun. His intellectual curiosity was on full display in that moment. A talented mathematician, Dean's teachers have consistently praised him for his impressive work ethic and his positive and inquisitive attitude in class. Humble about his abilities, Dean's contributions to North Cross are vast. He has been a key player on our soccer and lacrosse teams and has led our school as SCA president. Dean graduates with 11 APs and a STEM distinction. He will no doubt make an impressive mark on UVA as he has here at North Cross. Congratulations, Dean. Valeria Doncha. As we have heard this morning, Valeria's academic range is expansive. A gifted STEM student, Valeria might tell you that her great love lies with the humanities. What is true is that she has excelled academically across the board. She is a talented visual artist, a history buff, a francophile, an unforgettable actress, and a beautiful, creative, and analytical writer and thinker. Her English teachers have been awestruck time and time again by her ability to comprehend and analyze complex poems, the quickness with which she intuits meaning, and the novelty of her analysis. This is critical thinking at its best on display. We will never forget her outstanding lead performances on this very stage in our musicals and plays. Valeria graduates with 10 APs and will take her considerable talents across the ocean to St. Andrews, Scotland next year. We are all so proud of you, Via. Congratulations. Henry Luger. Henry Luger needs no introduction here as an academic superstar. Winner of the Heads Academic Award as a junior, he graduates with 12 APs and a dual distinction in global studies and STEM. His teachers attribute his success to a natural curiosity, a deep intellectual engagement with the material, and a perpetual growth mindset. Henry is interested in mastery, learning for understanding, and pushes through academic challenges with a tenacity and positive attitude. What is also true of Henry in the classroom is that for someone who achieves so highly, he is a social butterfly, full of energy and good humor. For him, learning is innately a collaborative and social endeavor. And as one teacher said, that for these reasons, his joyful presence in class is simply irreplaceable. A leader in our community, known for his humility and graciousness, chair of our honor council and treasurer of SCA, captain of our tennis team, who's been instrumental in 4 consecutive state championships, Henry will be an asset to UVA next year, as he has been to our community at North Cross. Congratulations, Henry. This morning, we are adding 2 members of the class of 2025, and we will start with Kenzie Gibbs. Kenzie Gibbs has been a bright light in her 2 years at North Cross. For someone new to have jumped in so fully and seamlessly to a new school for her junior year is a testament to her standout academic ability as well as her character. She radiates positivity and curiosity. In addition to an academic lineup of 10 APs, she has been honored for her leadership as an honorary SCA member and has taken the lead on her class's legacy project, which you'll see this evening. Her teachers have all commented on her exceptional work ethic, high engagement, and top-notch ability to collaborate. As one of your teachers noted, Kenzie, when Kenzie comments in class, others listen. Put her in a group, and you get an amazing product. Kenzie's ability to make connections between what she's learning and real-world experience sets her apart in the classroom. She just innately knows how to apply concepts. The University of Virginia is fortunate to welcome Kenzie to their ranks next year. Congratulations. Grace Shepard. Grace has brightened our upper school community in countless ways during her 4 years here. Both her talents and her interests are considerable and wide-ranging. You might find Grace flying down the lacrosse field, or with a paintbrush in the art studio, or practicing Chinese, or leading on SCA. Her teachers will tell you that her presence in the classroom is invaluable. Her high personal standards, strong critical thinking, and ability to discern nuance always raise the academic bar. What has impressed me most about Grace is that her academic experience is not contained by 4 walls. Her mind is always absorbing and expanding what she is learning and translating it on a global scale. The world needs more Grace Shepards in it, and Virginia Tech has hit the jackpot in welcoming her as a freshman to their community next year. Grace graduates with 8 APs and a fine arts distinction. Congratulations, Grace. Congratulations to everyone today, to those who've been honored, to our families, our faculty, all of our students. We're so glad you could join us. This concludes our academic ceremony this morning. Have a wonderful rest of your day.